The second half of the 2026 Major League Baseball season starts now as we get an interleague matchup between two division leaders. And we welcome you into coverage of Major League Baseball here on the channel. I'm Preston Vargas here for another live stream. This time it comes to us tonight from Truist Park in Atlanta between the Texas Rangers and Atlanta Braves. So as of now, at the halfway point of the season, or really beyond the halfway point, just on the other side of the All-Star break, the Texas Rangers lead the AL West by 1.5 games over the Seattle Mariners, sitting with a record of 49-47, going against the Atlanta Braves, who after the All-Star break, they sit with a 2.5 game lead over the Philadelphia Phillies. Phillies actually lost last night to the Mets. Otherwise, the lead would have been 2 games. But it looks like it'll be the Rangers and the Braves. We'll talk about the starting pitching matchup. First for the Texas Rangers, it's going to be Quantrill. Normally a bullpen guy. He's been a star in the past, but he found his way into the rotation due to an injury to Jack Leiter, who's out with an ankle injury on the injured list right now. But he'll go against Chris Sale with a 9-6 record, 2.20 ERA this season. One of their best pitchers, 117 strikeouts this season in 98 innings. So he'll definitely be lethal on the mound tonight. But we'll see how these two teams start off in the second half of the season. First pitch and starting lineups coming up next. All right, we are back. The second half of the season is just about to get underway. So let's get the starting lineups first for the Texas Rangers. Leading off is going to be Justin Foscue. Doesn't usually play. He's really been a every other day guy, but he's in the lineup. Batting second, Wyatt Langford. Brandon Nimmo's batting third. Josh Young in cleanup. Jake Berger batting fifth. Ezekiel Duran batting sixth. The rookie Cameron Cawley is batting seventh. Elias Diaz batting eighth. And Nicky Lopez batting ninth. So going up against Chris Sale, 7-1 record. ERA of 2.16. Opponent's batting average 2.21. So we will see how Chris Sale does in this one. So we'll get the starting defensive alignment for the Atlanta Braves. Of course, the batter, Chris Sale, going against Drake Baldwin. And then the infield looks like this with Matt Olson at first. Ozzie Albies at second. Austin Riley at third. And Jim Jarvis at short. Outfield is Brewer Hicklin starting in right field. Left field with Mauricio Dubon. And in center is Michael Harris the second. So designated hitter for the Braves is Dominic Smith. And also for the Texas Rangers, their DH is going to be Justin Foscue. So we'll see how the Rangers do here. Of course, let's take a look at the outlook for both these teams. We'll start with the Rangers. Their schedule: they come home to face the White Sox, Mariners, and go to play the Tampa Bay Rays on the road, and the Houston Astros. That's not going to be this stretch toward the end of August or end of July isn't an easy one for the Texas Rangers. That's for sure. Got a lot of tough series coming up. Including against some playoff teams and division battles as well. And the Atlanta Braves, of course, you got the Rangers coming into town. Then you face the Padres, who aren't really that good this year. They're okay, but not elite. But they're open for a second half resurgence. Then go into the Orioles, Mets, Nationals. Pretty soft landing for them. So we'll see how they do here. As the other games going on right now, we have the Braves and our Dodgers-Yankees going up against each other right now. Second game of the doubleheader between the Rays and the Red Sox, and what could be a huge showdown there. Of course, the Red Sox beat the Rays 10-0 in the first game of the doubleheader. I think they had a rain out earlier this season, so they had to make that date up today. So I also got the White Sox and Blue Jays. Pretty much the 7 o'clock hour is pretty good for on the Major League Baseball slate today. But here we go. It's going to be the Braves and Rangers. Apparently, their broadcast is celebrating Christmas in July, which is interesting. But yeah, we should be all set to go here soon. All right, we are all ready to go here. Rangers and Braves from Truist Park in Atlanta. Looks like a sellout here. It's mostly cloudy, mild 74-degree day in just northwest of Atlanta, Georgia, or downtown Atlanta. So Chris Sale, 17 starts, 9-6 record, 2.20 ERA. Opponent's average 230. 117 strikeouts, 25 walks. The high was around 90 there. Rainstorm passed this afternoon in Atlanta and cooled everything down. So yeah, we'll be interesting to see how the top of the order goes for Texas here. So keys to the game for the Braves: start business as usual, and have a fresh start. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they do here. Yeah, we mentioned the defense. Interested to see how Brewer Hinklen will start in right field. Not usually the everyday right fielder for the Braves. But taking a look at if we can get the defense or the benches. Let's just see who's out there. All right, Chris Sale steps to the mound. Justin Foscue is in the box. Should be all set to go. It is 7:17 Eastern right now. All right, should be ready to go here. So Sale with his 10th All-Star game appearance the other day. We are all ready to go here. Sale, the first pitch is in the middle for a strike, and we are underway for the second half of the season. Justin Foscue, 286 batting average, 7 homers, 19 RBI. Second pitch for Sale misses inside. Count is 1-1. So the Texas Rangers, only team in the AL West above 500. Of course, the AL West is definitely competitive. Here's the next pitch. Foscue pops that up to right, and it'll be caught by Hicklen. So 1 away for the Texas Rangers. So Brewer Hicklen only his second. This is his second appearance in the big leagues. Made his debut back on, I think it was Sunday against the Cardinals, went 2 for 4, 1 RBI. So Wyatt Langford comes to the plate. First pitch misses inside, ball 1. So Langford, 275 batting average this year. His third season in the big leagues. Langford fouls that off into the Rangers dugout for a strike. Now the 1-1. Ground to short. Jarvis throws to first. It's in time and 2 away for the Rangers here in the top of the first. Now Brandon Nimmo to the plate, 263 batting average this year. The first half of the season. First pitch is called strike 1. His first season with the Texas Rangers, 9 home runs. Spent the last 10 years with the New York Mets. He swings and misses at that one. Falls to an 0-2 count. Now the 0-2 to Nimmo. Just outside. 1-2 the count now. And the 1-2. Nimmo fouls that off. So at home, he's 234, 2 homers. But on the road, his batting average is up to 291, 7 homers versus 2 at home. So missed outside, 1-2. Now the 2-2 to Brandon Nimmo. Pops that up. And Sale is able to get there for the third out. 3 up, 3 down in the top of the first for Texas. Now let's get the starting lineup for the Atlanta Braves. With Drake Baldwin leading off at catcher. And second base is Ozzy Albiz batting second. Matt Olson's batting third. Michael Harris batting cleanup. Mauricio Dubon batting fifth. Dominic Smith, the designated hitter, batting sixth. Austin Riley batting seventh. Jim Jarvis batting eighth. And Brewer Hinklen making his first appearance at home. He starts batting ninth. And now the Texas lineup with a battery of Elias Diaz and Cal Quantrill. Infield with Jake Berger at first. Nicky Lopez at second. Josh Young at third. And Ezekiel Duran at short. Outfield with Wyatt Langford in left. Brandon Nimmo in right. And Cameron Cawley in center. So, we talked a little bit about Cal Quantrill. When we first got on the air, he's, like I said, normally a bullpen guy. This season, he's been a star in the past, but got his way into the rotation because of injuries to the Texas lineup. So we'll see how he does on the rubber this evening. Of course, in his last start, let me make sure to get these stats right. For his last start against the Houston Astros, 6 innings, 5 hits allowed, 1 earned run, 1 strikeout. So of course, we're taking a look at the replay of the 37-year-old Chris Sale hustling to the foul territory on the third base side to make the pop-out play. Yeah, that 1-2-3 top of the first. So we'll see how Atlanta does here. Drake Baldwin stepping up to the plate here. Two starts last year. That's right. Cal Quantrill made 2 starts for the Braves last year. Completely forgot about that. So that first pitch for Quantrill Baldwin is a swinging strike. The 0-1. Baldwin fouls it off. It's 0-2. For Drake Baldwin, his first All-Star nod for the Atlanta Braves. Fouls it off. Stays alive. 0-2 count now. The 0-2 to Baldwin. Ground ball to second. Go to first is in time. And Duran makes the play. Oh, yeah, that's right. Corey Seager's on the IL. That's why Ezekiel Duran is making the start. Let me see who's on the injured list for Texas. Of course, DeGrom is. I think he's day to day right now. He's on the injury report. Danny Jansen on the injury list till Monday, I think, at least. They say Corey Seager is out as well. Has popped up, hits the tarp. It'll be a foul. 1-2 is the count to Albies. One, two. Swung and a missed. And Albies strikes out. So Matt Olson, his career versus Cal Quantrill, 4 for 10, 2 extra base hits, no strikeouts, 3 walks. First pitch misses outside. Counts 1-0. One-zero pitch. Swung and a miss, strike one. One. Misses low. 2-1. Olsen fouls it off, count to 0-2 now. Here we go, the 0-2 pitch to Olsen. That's a ground ball base hit for Matt Olson. And he is on for the first time today. First base runner for the Braves. Took the bounce off of Lopez at second. So let's take a look at this here. Nicky Lopez could not play that. So former Brave at the end of 23. So here's Michael Harris. He has an 0-1 count to start. Now he pops it up. Third base side looks playable, and it will fall into the front row, third base side. He has 17 hits in July, second most in baseball. 16 homers, 53 RBI, 296 batting average this year. Has good numbers so far. Here's the 1-1. Harris fouls that off. Count remains 1-2, or count goes to 1-2. One, two. That's a line drive base hit opposite field. That might be enough for Olsen to score. He's going to go to third. We'll see if he decides to round. Nope, he's going to stay at third. So a double opposite field hit for Michael Harris. And now the Braves have runners at second and third with 2 outs. Line just over the shortstop there from Michael Harris. So here's Mauricio Dubon at the plate. That one misses inside. Counts 1-0. Dubon 265 batting average, 10 homers, 51 RBI. 1-0. Swung and a miss. Strike one. One. Dubon, fly ball to right. And the Braves will strand 2. No runner score. At the end of 1, we'll take a break. We'll be right back. All right, we are back. Top of the second. Josh Young at the plate for the Texas Rangers. As that's popped up right side. And another play made there by the rookie. Brewer Hinklen. So that pitch called strike to Jake Berger. 240 batting average this year for Jake Berger. 16 homers, 58 RBI. His 5th year from St. Louis. The 0-1 is high and inside. Counts 1-1. Misses again. 2-1 the count now. 12 homers on the road. 257 batting average. To swing and miss, strike 2. 2-2 pitch. Swing and miss, strike 3. Off the slider for Chris Sale. And 2 away now. So Ezekiel Duran looks to bunt. I'm going to say that's foul. He's got 10 homers this season, 50 RBI, 270 batting average. Mostly comes off the bench for the Texas Rangers. The 0-1. Duran flies that to right in a foul. So Sale looking for another 1-2-3 inning. The 0-2 just misses high. 1-2. Count now to Ezekiel Duran. Duran fouls it off. One, two, swung on a miss. Strike 3. Another 1-2-3 inning for Chris Sale. So we'll go to the bottom of the second. Score still 0-0. All right, we are back. Bottom of the second. Still 0-0. Cal Quantrill facing off against through a sinker to start. This is fouled off. And it's Dominic Smith he's facing off against. 263, 6 homers this year. So count is 1-1 now. So the pitch is a grounder. Fouled off. 1-2 the count. 4 starts, 15 relief appearances for Cal Quantrill. He has better ERA as a starter. Cal's batting average 203 when he does start games. So he's good when he's a good fill-in starter or spot starter. So count 1-2 to Smith. Smith grounds one, base hit right side. Dominic Smith will head on with a leadoff single to start the inning. Now Austin Riley, most RBI since 2020. He's second, just behind Manny Machado with 116. Riley has 105. Matt Olson's also on that list, 190 at 97 RBI since 2020. So the first pitch fouled off. So looks like you got a couple Braves players on a rehab assignment tonight with their AAA affiliate, the Gwinnett Stripers, I think it's called. It's a bounce to the third. It's going to be a tough play to first, and it is not in time. Nope, they said it was a foul. My bad. So it was foul. 207 batting average this year. Definitely not having his best season, which is why he's down in the order to 7th. So here we go, the 0-2. That misses high, and looks like the catcher Diaz tried to see if Smith would steal. 1-2. That's a tough play, and it's going to land for a base hit for Austin Riley, and runners will be at first and second for Atlanta with nobody out. It was a line drive on the scoreboard, but it was a tough. It was hit in the, I would describe it in the right spot. Little too over the head of the second baseman, but too far away from the outfield. Right in that sweet spot is set at, as we have Jim Jarvis at the plate for Atlanta, 300 batting average. Runners at first and second. First pitch, fouled off. So Jarvis, 300 batting average, 3 RBI this year. He's a rookie this year. Made his debut back on May 6th. He's made periodic appearances, been on the big league roster consistently since the beginning of this month. So that misses 1-1 the count now. 1-1. Swinging on the outside of the zone, and that's going to be 1-2 fouled off. One, two. Misses outside. Count is 2-1 to Seth Jarvis. Batting .300 this year in his appearances for the Braves. And Quantrill steps off. Two the pitch. Misses outside. 3-2 the pitch. Three two. Jarvis fouls it off, stays alive. Three two. And it's going to be ball four. And looks like the catcher's challenging. So let's see. Here we go. And it just hits the corner of the zone. That's going to be strike three for Jim Jarvis. Jarvis thought he had a walk, but after the challenge, good one there for Diaz. It's the first out. Now Brewer Hinklin making his second big league appearance at 30 years old. First pitch, Hinklin flies it to right or center. And it's caught two away now for Atlanta. So now go back to the top of the order. Drake Baldwin comes to the plate. Runners at first and second. 2 outs. So this season, 254 batting average, 15 homers, 46 RBI. Had a ground out in his first plate appearance back in the first inning. Here we go. First pitch misses outside. 1-0. Just outside, 2-0 count. To a pitch. Called strike. 2-1 the count now. Two one. And that's a cutter. Drake Baldwin holds, or no, he did not. 0-2. Guess to say he went there. Two misses outside. 3-2 for Baldwin. He'll foul it off third base side. Three-two pitch. And that's going to be a base hit. They'll drive in a run for the Braves. Dom Smith's going to come home, and the Braves lead it 1-0. That was a good drive there for Drake Baldwin. Getting it the opposite field. Base hit sends Dom Smith home. So the Braves will have runners at first and third. So Ozzie Albies at the plate. Albie swings out of the zone and gets a base hit. Drives in another run, and the Braves up 2-0. That was a questionable decision to hit that, but it worked out. Ending up getting over Nicky Lopez. And got into the outfield. So it looks like Jordan Teagues is out to the mound. So now Matt Olson back up to the plate, got the first hit of the ball game. He's 1-1, or 1 for 1. So here we go. Rangers down 2-0. Matt Olson at the plate, first pitch. Misses outside, 1-0. He's got a runner in scoring position at second. That one misses, 2-0. Here's the 2-0. Just hits the corner there. Count is 2-1. It's 1 pitch. Miss outside, 3-1 the count. And missed outside, and Quantrill loads the bases with 2 outs. So 4.3 innings pitched. It starts since 2025, 4th fewest minimum of 20 games started. Doesn't look like he might make it a full 2 innings. We'll see. As Michael Harris comes to the plate. So I miss it. Or did they call that a strike? They called this strike. I'm surprised he didn't challenge. That was way off. Should have challenged that. Yo one. Fouls it off. Count still 0-2. Oh, 2. He swings out of that. As gets a piece of Diaz on the deflection. But he stays alive. I don't know what Harris was doing swinging out of that. Getting aggressive right now. He has 2 career Grand Slams and 60 plate appearances with basically a .317 batting average. So Quantrill steps off again. He's a career 400 hitter against the Texas Rangers in 9 games. 0-2. And Quantrill loses his glove on the ground ball and ends up getting Harris. That ends the second, but not before the Braves tack on 2 more. They strand 3. We'll take a break. Third inning coming up next. All right, back here, top of the third, 2-0 Braves. Rangers still looking for their first hit of the ball game. Now facing off bottom third of the order against the bottom third of the order of the Texas Rangers. He's 9-2 against the Rangers in all-time starts. 13 games start against the Rangers. Rangers haven't beaten him since 2014 or 2018. The 1-1. It's popped up for Collie. Easy play there for Michael Harris. 1 away for Texas. So last 5 starts 4-0. 109 ERA. 33 innings, 4 earned runs, 5 walks, 46 strikeouts. Now That one misses low and inside, 1-0. This is Elias Diaz, the catcher, at the plate. Here we go, 1-0 pitch. Called strike right down the middle. 1-1 the count. One. Diaz rips that to left and gets the first base hit for Texas tonight. So Diaz, a one-out single for Texas. Quick score update across the league. Still scoreless between the Dodgers and Yankees. End of the third there. End of second. Red Sox up 2-0 over, or 3-2 over the Rays. White Sox visiting the Blue Jays up 5-0 over them. Bottom third of that one. Middle of the second, still 0-0 between the Marlins and Brewers. Here's Lopez missing. Low and outside, 1-0. Nicky Lopez playing second tonight, batting ninth, .310 batting average, 1 homer, 12 RBI. Mostly coming off the bench for the Rangers. That's called strike 1. So he's with the Cubs at the start of the season before they released him. Now he's with the Texas Rangers as he fouls it off 1-2 the count. One-two pitch. Lopez breaks his bat, goes in the Rangers dugout. All right, so Lopez has a good bat now. Counts 1-2. Sale with the pitch. Misses up and in. A 99-mile-an-hour fastball. 2-2. Lopez hits that one into the gap, and the play's made. 2 away by the right fielder, Brewer Hinkland. Back to the top of the order with 2 away. Justin Foscue fouls it off for the first pitch. And a chopper to third, throw to first in time. And gets Foscue. No runners score. 1 left on for the Rangers. We'll go to the bottom of the third when we come back. All right, we are back. Mauricio Dubon at the plate. He's got a 1-0 count. Quantrill's already over 54 pitches through three. Start the third. That's a base hit for Dubon. So he'll get a base. He'll get on base to start off this half of the inning. Took that one up the middle of the field, split the gaps between short and second. So Dom Smith, he scored for the Braves his first plate appearance. So misses low 1-0. Had the single is his last time up. 297 batting or 267 batting average. 1-0. Fouled back. 1-1. And that pitch called strike, or it's a foul. 1-2 the count. One, two. Fouled off. So count 1-2. Smith fouls it off. And the throw to first. One, two. That is a called strike. And strikeout. One away for the Braves. So Austin Riley 1-for-1, single back in the second, scored a run. First pitch, ground ball to third, throw to second in time. The first is in time, gets both of them to get out of the third inning. Braves still lead 2-0. Rangers do up when we come back. All right, back here as we start the fourth inning. Texas looking to get things going here. It's Andrew Jones National Baseball Hall of Fame bobblehead giveaway. July 30th to the end of the month. Oh, that one. It's a wild pitch. 1-0 the count. Wyatt Langford at the plate, 0 for 1 to start off. Now the 1-0. Misses low. 2-0 count. So Langford 0 for 1, ground out back in the first. 2-0. Langford fouls it back. And 2-1 pitch. That's fouled off. 2-2. Two misses high and outside. 3-2 the count now. Three two. Langford fouls it off. Three two. Langford, the fly ball to left, that is going to miss and go foul. Three two pitch. Langford swings and misses. That's the first strike. Or first out of the fourth. So Brandon Nimmo coming to the plate here. 1 out. This is low outside. 1-0. Nimmo, fly ball to left. And that's caught. 2 away now for the Rangers. Now Josh Young coming to the plate here. So 2 outs. Josh Young, deep fly ball to center. Harris makes the play. 1-2-3 inning for Chris Sale, who goes to the bottom of the fourth. All right, we are back. Still 2-0 lead for the Braves. Let's go to the bottom of the fourth inning here. As a reminder, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more streams like this. As the first pitch is outside, as Jim Jarvis comes to plate again. Struck out on an ABS challenge that initially had him walking, but challenged by the catcher, so it's called strike one. WNBA game of the week tomorrow night as the New York Liberty take on the Indiana Fever. Coverage starts 8 o'clock Eastern. Make sure to tune in. Also, third place game, France and England as well. This counts at 1-2 now for Seth Jarvis. Or, not Seth Jarvis, I don't know what I think about hockey. Jim Jarvis. So that hits in front of home plate. Count is 2-0, or 2-2. And that's a base hit for Jim Jarvis. He will have a single to lead off the bottom of the fourth. So that was a good hit there on the cutter for Jim Jarvis. First 8 in the Braves lineup have reached. Hinklin is the only one that hasn't. He comes up to the plate now. Just his second career Major League appearance for Brewer Hinklin. Or actually, I take that back. This is only his second appearance this season. Made his debut for the Royals back in 22. Played for the Brewers in 24, Tigers in 25. Been mostly a journeyman as he has a 2-0 count. So that misses low, 3-0. So 3 balls, no strikes here. 3-0. Called strike, strike one to Hicklin. A big swing, and it's a 3-2 count for Brewer Hicklin. Three two. Hicklin fouls it off, stays alive. So Quantrill will step off. Hicklin. And that's a slider base hit for Hicklin. And Jarvis will go to third runners in the corners for the Braves with nobody out. Or that's a double. Second and third, nobody out. Even better. So here's Drake Baldwin's go back top of the order for the third time. Bottom of the fourth. 1 for 2 RBI single in the second. And a deep fly ball to right. It is gone. A 3-run homer for Drake Baldwin. And the Braves lead it 5-0. So Drake Baldwin, a huge RBI hit there with a 3-run homer to right. So now it's Ozzy Albies at the plate. 1-2 the count. 1-2 for him there. So Jarvis and Hicklin set the tone. Get on base there. It's Matt Olson at the plate now. First pitch. Misses inside. 1-0. So it looks like a couple pitchers warmed up. It looks like it's going to be Emiliano Teodo will come in after this inning whenever there is damage to be lessened here. So that miss outside, 3-1 the count. And now deep fly ball, and that is gone for Matt Olson. 2 homers in the bottom of the 4th. 6-0 Braves. That's number 26 for Matt Olson. That might be it for Cal Quantrill. So Michael Harris at the plate, 1 for 2. The 1. Ground ball to second, throw to first is in time. 2 away now for the Braves. So Dubon at the plate, first pitch. Played into right, and it is caught. So damage done. 4-run score in the bottom of the 4th. 2 homers for Matt Olson, Drake Baldwin. We'll take a break, and we'll be right back for the start of the 5th. All right, we are back. So Kyle Quantrill's allowed 11 hits so far. I imagine that his night is done. Unfortunately for him. Now it's Chris Sale facing off against Jake Berg. He makes him chase that one. Counts 1-1. So the 1-1 to Berger. That is just gonna miss low. 2-1. 2-1 to count. Might have been worth the challenge there. And Berger hits that one to short. Throw to second, or third first is in time. One away now for the Rangers in the top of the fifth. So we get a look at the scoreboard here. Yankees lead the Dodgers 1-0, top of the sixth. Red Sox lead the Rays 4-3, bottom of the fourth. White Sox lead the Blue Jays 5-2, end of the fourth. Brewers and Marlins scoreless, middle of the fourth. Cubs up 1-0 over the Twins, bottom second. Astros up 1-0 over the Orioles, middle of second. As the first pitch goes for a called strike, strike one. And the Royals lead San Diego 1-0, bottom second. So the 0-1 swung on a missed strike two to Ezekiel Duran. The 0-2 to Duran in the dirt. 1-2 to count. So Duran struck out swinging back in the second inning. Here's the 1-2. Swung on a miss. Strike three and 2 away for the Rangers. And a historic strikeout for Chris Sale. 2,700 career strikeout with that pitch there. Now here's Cauley at the plate. So that one misses. So he's now 27th all-time in strikeouts. Frank Tanana is the next guy to pass 73. One. Check swing. Say did not go. Or did. So count 1-2 to Cameron Cauley. 1-2 pitch. Misses low. Count 2-2 now. Two pitch. Misses outside. 3-2 the count. Cauley fouls it off. Here's the 3-2. Swung on a miss. Strike three for Chris Sales. We go to the middle of the fifth. That was Chris Sale, 2,700th strikeout. He has 5 on the night. So we'll take a break. We'll be right back. All right, we are back. Bottom of the fifth, 6-0 lead. So looks like AJ Gracia, Braves first round pick, signed a contract. Officially signed with them. So that misses 2-0. $21 old, first round pick. Ooh. So it looks like Teodo is in the game. Double A this season, 35 games. It's actually his MLB debut. Congratulations to him. 3-3 record, 3.76 ERA in AAA this season. So 3-0. Just hits the zone there. 3-1 the count now. And that misses. And he will walk. Dominic Smith. So the draft for the Braves, Garcia, Carter Beck, Caden McCarthy in the second round. 10 pitchers, 4 outfielders, 2 infielders, 5 catchers. That was the total drafted for the Braves. Oh! And Austin Riley gets hit by that pitch. Or no, I mistake that. Just missed him, but Dom Smith moves to second on the pass ball. Let's see. Almost got him. He moved out of the way. So 1-1. Mrs. Lowe, 2-1 the count. Two one pitch. Swung and a miss, strike two. Riley fouls it off. Counts 2-2 now. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Riley pops that up to center. And it's caught, first out. Dom Smith will tag, go to third. So the Braves will have the runner at third with one out. Bottom of the fifth. So here we go. Jim Jarvis looking to get an RBI here. 1 for 2. That one outside. 1-0. Jarvis fouls it off. 1-1 the count. One. Oh, fouls it off his ankle. 1-2 the count. One, two. Jarvis slides that one. Another base hit. Another run scores for Atlanta. 7-0 lead. Jarvis goes to second with the RBI double. And it's already a 7-0 lead for the Braves. So fourth RBI for Jim Jarvis. The big league level here is where we're Hicklin. It's a ground ball base hit, third base side. Or excuse me, not a base hit, it's a foul ball, third base side. One for two, doubled back in the fourth inning. And ended up scoring a run off the Drake Baldwin homer. The 0-1. Swung and a miss, strike two. It's a ground ball to second, throw to first is in time. 2 away now for the Braves. And Jarvis will advance to third. So here's Drake Baldwin. That one misses low. 1-0. One zero, excuse me, misses inside. 2-0 the count now for Drake Baldwin. Homered his last time up. And that will miss low. 3-0 the count. And now the 3-0 pitch to Drake. Hits the zone there. 3-1 the count. And Baldwin lines that for his third hit of the game and another RBI for Drake Baldwin. 8-0 lead for the Braves. So 2 earned runs for Teodo on his big league debut. So Ozzy Albies to the plate. 1-3 the count. Runner at first. Nobody or 2 outs. First pitch catches the inside of the zone. This is called strike 0-2. 0-2 pitch. Grounder left side. Oh, stumble there. And everybody's safe there. Runners at first is second. It was Josh Young who stumbled. Couldn't get the throw off. Should have been a routine ground ball there. Josh Young could not get his footing. He was trying to hunch over to get the ball, just couldn't catch his foot as Matt Olson back up, 2 for 2. Question, would that be considered an infield hit? I don't know. The 0-1 fouls it off. Olson does. Go 2. That one misses high. 1-2 the count. And a called strike, and Matt Olson's going to challenge. Let's see. On the review, here we go. And that hits the zone. Braves going to lose that challenge. They got one remaining. So that ends the fifth. 8-0 lead for the Braves. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Okay, we are back. We are starting the sixth inning as Elias Diaz comes to the plate for the Rangers. A 1 count. He swings at that. It's going to be 0-2. Is Chris Sale. That's popped up first base side, and it's caught by Olson. One away. So the count's 0-2. second out now. So we go now to the top of the order, top of the 6th inning. 2 outs. Foscue hits that deep to right, and that is going to be, play's going to be made. We go to the middle of the 6th. Still 8-0. All right, we are back. Bottom of the 6th inning. Michael Harris comes to the plate for the Braves. So pre and post All-Star break. Usually a 306 batter post All-Star break. That's during his career. He's definitely a better post All-Star break, and he's had a good season so far. We'll see how he does here. Still giving Teodo the bump here. So count 1-0 to Harris first in the pitch inside. 1-1 count. That pitch flied out, or it's going to go out to right. Fouled off to right. Count is 1-2. One, two. Harris belts that to center, and a great play made by Cauley in center field. One away now. Pretty much as good as you can do all night. Probably the best defensive play for the Rangers all night. So here's Mauricio Dubon. What was that swing? He even backed up, is inside and high. Don't know why he swung at that. The 0-1 pitch. Fouls it off. 0-2. Single back in the third, 266 batting average, 10 homers this season. He's been playing well so far. Dubon hits that out of the zone again, pops it up third base side. It's playable. And 2 away. Definitely some questionable swings there for Mauricio Dubon. So Toyota's already had 37 pitches. So Dom Smith coming back here. Smith fouls that back. All one. Misses outside. So Toyota Trends, Braves, and Friday home games 8-0 plus 22 run differential. 1-1 pitch. Inside miss, 2-1. Fouls it off, 2-1 or 2-2 the count now. And it looks like the shirtless section is broken out. Section 444. Two. Three two the count. Bottom of the sixth, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. And Smith will walk. So it looks like we'll have a pitching change here. We'll take a break. Braves still lead 8-0, bottom of 6. All right, we are back. So bottom of the 6th as we get a pitching change for the Rangers. We're waiting to see who it is. Let me make sure. So it's an 8-0 lead for the Braves. So it looks like it's going to be Gavin Collier, a rookie. So he's from Lawrenceville, Georgia. Went to Mountain View High School. So born and raised in Metro Atlanta. So to the count now. So fouls that off, facing off against Matt Riley. Oh two. Just misses inside. 1-2 the count now. One, two. A broken bat and a line out to first. So that will end the sixth. Still 8-0. All right, we are back. So Chris Sale, 18 starts, 6 runs support per game, averaging 6 runs per game. In terms of support, with an 8-0 lead already. Sale's still out there. Only 1 hit allowed. So we start the top of the 7th. First pitch, ground ball, slow. I think that's going to go foul, yep. All right, so here we go. The 0-1. Fouls it off, 0-2 for Wyatt Langford. 0-2, ground out, strikeout. 1-2. Swinging the outside of the zone, popped up, and it's caught by Jarvis. One away now for the Rangers. So here's Brendan Nimmo. First pitch, swung on a miss, strike one. I can hear the shirtless section chanting expletives at the Rangers. Brendan Nimmo lines that foul right side. So here we go. 2-2 pitch to Brandon Nimmo. And that's going to be a base hit left field. And I think he's going to hustle into second, and he does for a double. Just the second Rangers hit of the night. Brandon Nimmo getting on base with a double. That's right. He's involved in the Marcus Semien trade. The Rangers, I could say, are doing better than the Mets. That's for sure. So there we go. The 0-1 to Young. Misses low outside or low inside. 1-1 the count. Josh Young 0 for 2. 2 flyouts tonight. One. Young fly ball to left. And it's caught. Dubon makes the catch. 2 away now for Atlanta, or for Texas. In the top of the 7th. So it's Jake Berger, 0 for 2, strikeout, ground out. And Berger, fly ball to right, and it'll go into the seats. About the third row. So that one misses high, 1-1. Jake Berger at the plate. 2 outs. With the runner on second. One one. Hits the zone there, 1-2. So let's see, the 1-2. Swung on a miss, strike 3. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Braves still lead 8-0. We'll be right back. All right, we are back. So it looks like they're giving news that Ron Acuna and Hassan Kim started rehab assignments at AAA, like we said earlier today. So that's good news for the Braves in terms of the injury front. Jim Jarvis at the plate. Counts 1-1 outside. So it's fouled off for Jarvis, 2-1 the count. So 2-2 count. So fly ball deep to center, and it's caught. First out of the 7th. So it looks like now field change from what they said. Looks like Carter is in the game. At center, Cauley moved to right, which means Carter is replacing Brandon Nimmo. There's also a replacement in left field as Alejandro Osuna is now in the game. Two more players off the bench available for Texas. Spur Hicklin at the plate. He's got an 0-2 count. 1 for 3 with a double and a run. That one misses high. 1-2. So that misses 2-2. Now that pitch passed him by. Hit the electronic. Hit the advertising board in the backstop. I think it took out a light. Took out a frame on the screen there. So I'm going to miss strike 3 for Hicklin. Taking a look at the... That wasn't even a foul. Collier just took out the pixel on the advertising board. So Drake Baldwin, 3 for 4 night with a homer in the top of the 8th. Baldwin fouls that one off. On 1. 2 singles, 3 run homer, 5 total RBI in the game. It's really been the catalyst for this team so far. 0-1. Misses high outside. 1-1 the count. Baldwin fouls that off. That's into the second deck there. One, 2. That misses inside. 2-2 the count. Baldwin fouls that off. Two. Just misses the zone. 3-2 the count now. So it's fouled off. Fouls back. 3-2 the count now. 10th pitch of the at-bat to Baldwin. Misses high. And Baldwin will walk. Looks like the shirtless section has grown a lot. So Ozzy Albies at the plate. So here's the 1-2. That hit Ozzy. I think that hit him. He's going to go to first. Yep. Or is that first and second? Just hit him in the shin. All right, so Matt Olson at the plate, 2 for 3. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. Miss on the outside, 2-0. Two for 3, single, walk, solo, home run. So here's Olson. The pitch, called strike. 2-1 the count now. So it looks like they're going to warm up Victor Medeiros in the bullpen for the Braves. So looks like Chris Sale's night is done. So it is 7 innings pitched, 2 hits allowed, 6 strikeouts. Not a bad night of baseball for Chris Sale. 3-1, swung on a miss, strike 2. So he did not go there. It's a walk. Loading up the bases here. So the meeting at the mound. So Michael Harris comes to the plate, 1 for 4, doubled back in the first. So it looks like Peoples is warming up for Texas in the bullpen. So that first pitch misses outside. 1-0. It's his second time up with the bases loaded, I think. Harris, deep to right! It is off the wall, but runs will score. Almost a grand slam for him. It is a 3-run RBI for Michael Harris. 3-run RBI double, 11-0 to the Braves. That was close. Just off the chop house sign. So Mauricio Dubon at the plate. That first pitch called strike. So 11-0 lead for Atlanta. That is another base hit. Another run will score for the Braves. Harris comes in. It's 12-0 to the Braves. The RBI single for Mauricio Dubon. I think that's it for Collier. So that's going to be it. 12-0 lead for the Braves. We'll take a break. Okay, we are back. So bottom 7th, 2 outs. As Dom Smith comes to the plate. Walked his last 2 appearances. New pitcher Ben Peoples, 3 games this season, 2.25 ERA. Strikeout rate 20%. It's the zone, 1-1. Just his 4th big league appearance. So 1-1. Just misses. 2-1 the count. Misses low. 3-1. Three one. Fouls that off. Stays. Could have let that go for a walk, but instead he stays at the plate here. Three two. Smith doesn't like that as it's popped up. Third, and that'll do it for the 7th. So 7-0 or 12-0 lead at the end of 7. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Okay, we are back. Looks like the Braves are making changes. Looks like Dom Smith is going to go to first base. Dom Smith at first. Moving from the designated hitter position. So new pitchers. This is Victor Maderos. 3 games played. 5 strikeouts, 1 walk. Fouls it off 0-2. This is Ezekiel Duran. We are still trying to figure out the scoring. So Dom Smith is in at first. So that misses outside. 1-2. So Jorge Mateo is in the game at second. Okay, let me get this right. So Duran steps off. Two misses outside. 3-2 the count now. Okay, so Jorge Mateo replaces Albies. Maderos replaces Olsen. So I'm guessing. So Duran flies that to right, and that's the first out. I guess it makes sense since Dom Smith, the designated hitter, moved to first. So we'll see who gets. Because someone's going to be pinch hit for Maderos and become the designated hitter. So unless we have the old National League hit rules, I doubt Madero's going to pitch. Colley is at the plate. This is the first. 1-0. Fly ball to right, and it is. Oh! Hickling couldn't make the diving catch, and now dive into second. And Colley is safe. So that is the inexperience there from Hickling. Missing the diving play there. Alright, so 1 out, runner on second. First pitch missed outside, 1-0. This is Elias Diaz. Step bat's broken. So fly ball to right, and it is caught for the second out. And Colley's going to tag, go to third. Now the Rangers have a runner on third, trying to get at least one run. So Nicky Lopez at the plate. So it misses. 2-1. Two one ground ball base hit, and that scores an insurance run, or not insurance run. Scores a run for the Rangers. It's 12-1. So Nicky Lopez gets the Rangers on the board. An RBI single. That pitch misses for Foscue as we go back to the top of the order once again. The 1-0 hits the zone. So Foscue 0 for 3, 2 flyouts and a groundout. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Foscue. And he gets a base hit. And Lopez will sprint for third. Runners in the corners for the Rangers. Might be too little too late trying to get a rally going. In the top of the 8th. So that one hits the zone, 0-1. So yeah, second pitch fouled off, 0-2. Oh! What a diving play for Austin Riley! They showed it on the broadcast. It was, what a diving play there. Initially on the at-bat, it was acting like it was, they didn't even show it initially until Riley started diving. But what a play there. We'll be right back. All right, we are back. As they got Kyle Higashioka on the mound, a catcher. Interesting choice here. Riley belts that to left, and it's gone. What do you expect when you have a position player on the mound? Number 10 for Austin Riley this season. It's 13-1. The home run derby was Monday. And that's a ground ball. The short throw to first is in time for the first out. One pitch there for Jim Jenkins. So Jarvis at the plate. Slow pitch. What was 40 miles an hour pitch? It's almost laughable how slow he's pitching. 2-0. The pitch 3-0. Hicklin's at the plate. That hits the zone. 3-1. And that bounces. Ball 4. $39 miles per hour. So it looks like we have go back top of the order now. This is Joey Bart. And that pitch misses. But that counts to the zone. 2-1 to count. Bart, shallow center, plays made, 2 away. This is Jorge Mateo. 238 batting average, 4 homers, 11 RBI. Slow pitch misses for a ball. And that one bounces. So it looks like they have the pitcher on deck. Oh, man. Medeiros, the pitcher, coming to get to the game. Mateo hits that one. And that's going to be a ground rule double. So 2 runners in scoring position for Victor Medeiros. So a pitcher is going to come into hit. The first pitcher to hit in a Major League Baseball game this season. Medeiros hits that one for a foul. The 0-1. Just outside, 2-1. Medeiros, that's a base hit. That's going to be 2 runs scoring. I think that's Medeiros' first career hit. So Medeiros at first, clearing the bases with the 2-run RBI. So Michael Harris at the plate. Harris pops it up first base side. And into the seats. Harris swings that outside the zone, sending that deep toward the wall, and it's plays made. So 15-1 lead. I think we're going to conclude coverage here tonight. Braves more than likely going to win. So go to the 9th inning.